Grateful. That's my name. I wear it like a scarlet J blazing across my chest. E-S-U-S. Proudly I confess that he alone fashioned my crimson cord. From multicultural DNA strands, paint blasted it with colorful stains. The best part of me, the hidden place that remains, because grateful is my God-given name. So thank you, Carolyn O2, for conceiving me in West Africa, where my ancestors ruled and where my people left for the diaspora. Thank you, Mom, for taking care of me as I developed in your womb, for taking me on an international flight from Nigeria to the place I call home. To this day, amazing. And say thank you for being my role model and my first friend. Thank you. I stayed in your shadow, big sister. But I finally found my own footing, found my own son to reflect. Thank you to your husband for fathering my gorgeous niece and nephews, the 3 A's. Thank you to my 15 little cousins who I love and adore. Thank you to Josh, Johanna, Trisha, Poochie, Cassandra. Thank you to Ann and William, the most loving in-laws. I chose well. Thank you to O, being the best brother a sister could ever want. For all the times we played with Legos, Matchbox cars, Transformers, all that stuff. The only cat I know who could play Monopoly all by himself. Now you're a grown man, married, doing well. They used to say time would fly, and I didn't believe them. But now I can tell. To Carl, the love of my life. Thank you for loving me in spite of myself. For your patience, for your generosity, for your forgiveness as I develop into a godly wife. Thank you. And to Josiah, thank you for being the best surprise I've ever known. Kendall, thank you for being my best plan. My love is alive and breathing, living and well in every cell, in every gland. For you, my children, I love you. My heart, my grateful heart, is split when I think of the 1,001 different ways that I've loved people in these 13,500 days I've been living. Danielle, thank you for teaching me that the time we spend loving someone is precious and never wasted, no matter how and when they leave this earth. Alicia, thank you for knowing me, for seeing me, for being my cheerleader, my comfort zone. Thank you. Thank you, Erica, for teaching me patience, for showing me courage in female form. Your artistry, your compassion, your ministry, it soars, and entertaining angels will live on. Thank you. Thank you, Christina, for demonstrating the love of Christ in family and in marriage. Thank you for your story, for your generosity of spirit. Rashawn, thank you for your courage, your resolve, for looking death squarely in the eyes and living, for teaching me how to stop being afraid and to trust him with my life. Nina, I love you. Thank you for loving me back despite our differences. Thank you, Grandma O, for your wisdom, your prayers, and your legacy. Thank you for giving me a small portion of that glorious smile of yours. To my Grandpa O, although we haven't met yet, so proud to be a part of your bloodline. Thank you. Grandma T, in 101 years, you've seen so much. I just want to wrap my arms around you and show you all my love. You never treated me different because I was black and you were white. You had your opinions, you had your thoughts, your mindsets, but you let love win. You always let love fight. Brother Woods, for your giving heart, your legacy will live on. Dr. Duffy, for teaching me to love words, I thank you. Mrs. Gleason, for telling my mother I could write like a high schooler in 3rd grade. Thank you. Thank you, Dawn Marie, for your screenwriting expertise. Thank you, Tracy, for teaching me how to tithe. Thank you, Violet, Dulene, Megan, and all my college girls. Your friendship was divine timing. Thank you, Steve, Maxine, Teray, and Anthony. You each taught me to love myself a little more. Thank you to the guys who rejected me, because you were never the one. Thank you, Angela, for making me feel safe in the house of the Lord. Thank you to my track coach, T, for making me feel like a star. Thank you, Anne-Marie, for always encouraging me to sing. Thank you, Max, for being my first fan, and to your wife, Olive, for being mad cool, although we never got a chance to be friends. Thank you to Desi, Barb, Christy, Tina, Nicole. Thank you, Keisha, Stephanie, Rowe. Thank you, Kim. You gave me my first prophetic word, and I'll never forget, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. my banner, and my anthem. I thank you. Thank you, Pastor Ted, for standing in the gap. For all that I've learned, Bishop, thank you. For all that I've kept. Thank you, Darlene, for making me a dancer. Thank you, Kyle, for your friendship and your prayers, and for demonstrating that over 50 is sure enough fabulous. Thank you. Peter, and to all my demanding bosses, you taught me humility. You taught me excellence. Thank you, Chris, for starting Bible study in our banking world. Thank you to my Uncle David and my Aunt Jan, the best godparents in the whole wide world. To Dave, John, Paul, and Pete, to your wives and kids, Pete, to yours in the near future, thank you. And Tari, for helping me to love spoken word. To Vanetta and Stacy, for inspiring me. To my rapping partners back in the day, Sam, Ben, Teddy, you're not forgotten. Thank you to my flame group, the 4 most amazing couples I've ever met. Thank you, Nikki and Tania, for being my first best friends. Thank you. Even though things have changed, time spent loving is time well spent. I think I'm coming to the end. Need to tie it on back to the beginning. Grandpa Richard, thank you for being there while I was born, for being on my side since day one, for loving me, for encouraging me. Thank you. You said I'd be a piano player. Maybe I will one day. And to that man of God who taught me how to accept Jesus into my heart, I was 14 years old. And now 2 decades later, I have the resolve, the mindset, the composure to create a verbal symphony dedicated to my crimson chord, fully connected to my King and my Lord, still growing, still flowing, forever faithful. Here I stand, your daughter, eternally grateful.